State.
Right.
I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call. Two play fake. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Poole, touchdown. Quick flag.
Third down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Revenge on this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon comes in. Welcome to 2025.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Derby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? I am Michael Caratanudo. Yes, we are live here on a Taco Tuesday. It is your Taco Tuesday edition of Pitchfork Lunch. So yes, don't be bashful. Enjoy some tacos. Hopefully, like I always say, hopefully a little spicy. Maybe you add a little jalapenos, maybe some sriracha. Habanero, I don't know, Tabasco. Just make it a little spicy. Taco Tuesday, spicy Taco Tuesday is what we love to see here in Pitchfork Lunch. But yes, I am Michael Carrisville at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter. You can check out the show live every day, Monday through Friday. There. Also, as you guys know, guess what? You can also hit up the wonderful IG, the Instagram. The gram, as the peeps call it, right? Go to Instagram, and it's at michael.caratanudo.5. You can see the show live there. Also, YouTube. Guys, go to the YouTube channel. You watch live on YouTube, which, again, is always greatly appreciated. Watch live on YouTube, but then while you're there watching live, do not forget to subscribe to the channel because if you have missed season 1 and season 2, as we roll into season 3 here, guess what? You can go back and binge watch the show, which will help you get caught up when we have guests that have been on before. We have a plethora of phenomenal con reviews here, whether it be coaches, players, voices, insiders, alum. It is all there. And yes, a phenomenal athletic director who we will be aiming to get back on very soon. Like I said, don't know if it'll be this week, but aiming. And if not, we can definitely aim for next week. But I want to definitely get that in, aiming and efforting to get that in by next week. But either way, go to YouTube, subscribe. And then when you do subscribe, guess what? You can go back and binge watch season 1 and season 2, and then keep watching season 3, my peeps. But also, you can get caught up, and then anything you've seen from season 3, obviously, watch again. No problem with that. But it's all there for you on YouTube. So again, go to YouTube. You know how to get there, and you see my name, Michael Carrison, here with the pages at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, guys, and subscribe. Again, to get all caught up. As I love to say, because like I said, there's the content there taking you around Sun Devil Nation, taking you not just around, but inside, being lucky enough to cover my alma mater school, being an alum here. So yes, that is absolutely awesome. Yes, that is awesome, of course, to get to cover and be around. But that being said, yeah, you again, you have a lot to catch up on, so YouTube will definitely help you out with that. So yes, again, the YouTube, hook it all up, it will be there. But hey, so today, like I said, we are going to hear from Coach Winkworth from women's soccer. Again, got his 250th win last Friday, got his 251st win. So a week, last Sunday, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. Coach Winkworth, again, against Denver, got his 250th win. All right. Well, that was interesting. Apologies. But anyway, Coach got his 250th win against Denver on Sunday, the September 7th. And then this past Friday, they beat UTEP 4-1 to win his 251st game. And yeah, they just, again, controlled that game against UTEP. It was 1-0. Should have probably had definitely one more in the first half, but I'm saying two more in the first half of that game. But yeah, I mean, so that's one of those things, like I said, where Coach Winkworth, he talked about, well, like I said, we'll hear from him. We'll hear from Cam Valladares, who scored the opening goal and had the assist on the fourth and final goal for the Devils. Yeah, Valladares had a hell of a game. Her speed, again, down the her speed down whichever wing she's on, my friends, is just insane. Yeah, crazy insane. Oops. Yes, sorry, apologies. We're looking at soccer stuff. I know, bad airtime. Bad, should have went to commercial. Anywho, but yes, soccer, again, phenomenal. Undefeated in non-conference play, as they were 8-0-1, 7-0-1. Played 8 games, not 9. So 7-0-1, and again, 20-4 is what they outscored their opponents altogether. They had the draw. The draw was against Texas, as you guys know, on the road in Austin. And then they went down the road to San Marcos to play Texas State and beat them 5-1. Shut out UNLV, shut out New Mexico State, shut out Pepperdine, beat Denver, again, for Coach's 250th career win. Again, not all here in Sun Devil Nation. Not all here as the Sun Devil head coach, but a ton of those here. And Yeah, absolutely loving it. Yeah, absolutely loving what obviously Coach Winkworth is doing, as you guys know. So yes, absolutely love it, and look forward to again this Thursday's Big 12 opener, BYU. It is World Cup night, so you can get very international with international jerseys, but it is World Cup night. And as the World Cup obviously will be coming up next year here in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. So very, very cool. But yes, World Cup night out at Sun Devil Soccer Stadium, 7 p.m. on Thursday. So yes, do not forget, head on out there. It'll also be on ESPN Plus. But come on, you wanna get on out there and watch this awesome team. And plus, we owe BYU a big crowd for his last year. Like I've reminded you guys, Pitchfork Lunchers, as you recall, BYU had a packed house, and it was loud, and it was I think I'm gonna say a 1-0 BYU win. But yes, so that is what soccer is at. Volleyball will be hosting their Sun Devil Classic, which is absolutely awesome. Gotta love that, right? Yeah, volleyball will be hosting the Sun Devil Classic, and so it's Pepperdine. Grand Canyon, GCU, obviously crosstown rivals, and Milwaukee are the three teams here joining the Sun Devils for the 4-team classic, as we say. So yes, I'm very excited for that. Because again, the 6-2 Devils again just lost to Texas in 3 on Sunday. It was on ESPN2 if you need to check it out. If you have ESPN Plus, try and go back and see. It should be on demand. You should be able to watch it. And even though they did lose in 3, again, Texas, the number 2 team in the country at this time, the Devils were number 9. Now they're number 8. So yeah, Coach Van Neal, the squad again dealing with a little bit of injuries as well. Little bit of a mass unit, unfortunately, but yeah, it is still an experienced team full of returners and even transfers, obviously, that know the game quite well and have been meshing together very, very solidly. So just wanted to get that out there. But look, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to talk soccer, but we're going to hear from Coach Winkworth after, again, Friday's 4-1 win over UTEP. We haven't played since 2011, but beat the Miners nonetheless. So we'll hear from Coach Winkworth. We'll hear from Cam Valadares, and we will also hear from Tatum Thomason, who leads the team in goals. And I want to say Valadares actually leads the team in assists, but she also got her second goal, as I told you guys about. So we shall step aside, but we will have more Pitchfork Lunch coming right up. All right, welcome back to Pitchfork Lunch on this Taco Tuesday edition, Spicy Taco Tuesday edition, as I like to call it, as you know, here on Pitchfork Lunch, because again, like the tacos, a little bit spicier, some jalapenos, maybe some Tabasco, some sriracha, Frank's Red Hot, whatever works for you, but a little bit of spice there. But I am Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You can check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, my IG, michael.caratino.5, the YouTube channel, guys. You need to watch live, but also subscribe. Go to YouTube and you see Michael Caratino, but the page, if you search at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Yes, so we are going to hear from Coach Winkworth. Yes, we are going to hear from Coach Winkworth after, again, this is from Friday night, but obviously very relevant, talking about wrapping up non-conference play, talking about obviously playing UTEP that night, but their non-conference schedule and all that good stuff. But yeah, the non-conference schedule, which again does start with BYU. It does start with BYU, and again, 7-game homestand. But the cool part is to have this 7-game homestand. The tough part is, as Big 12 play goes on, there's quite a few road games, to say the least. So yes, that in and of itself is a bummer, because just real quick, so they've had Texas State. They were at Texas State, at UNLV, but then New Mexico State, Pepperdine, Denver, UTEP, BYU, Oklahoma State, and UCF. Then they're at Cincinnati, at West Virginia, and at Colorado. Come home the middle of October for one game versus Texas Tech, and then they go to Iowa State, to Utah. Come home on the 26th, which is a Sunday of October, for TCU, and then they are at that school down south on October 30th, the day before Halloween. So I mean, again, 7-game homestand, but then, it's But yeah, I mean, and then you have 1, 2, 3 on the road, 1 home, then 1, 2 on the road, 1 home, and then 1 on the road, and then the Big 12 championships, which will be, I'm going to say in Kansas City. That is Big 12 quarterfinals are November 3rd. The semifinals are November 5th, and then the championship November 8th, and then there comes the postseason. So yes, just a look ahead. Again, not trying to rush it, but like I said, in the midst of this 7-game home stretch, and you should have been out to the stadium by now anyway. I'm just saying. But yeah. Oh, and before we get to coach, real quick. Leading the team in goals is Tatum Thomason, and she has 5. But like I said, also who we'll hear from Cameron Valladares, and we'll also hear again how she saw the light, but it wasn't about a light going on in between the lines. According to Coach Winkworth, it's outside the lines, so it's even funnier. Or like I said, a sense of humor, obviously being from the UK, a little cheeky, I guess, as one would say. But yeah, Thomason, 5 goals this year. Again, a local kid, transferred back here. And, it was senior night, which unfortunately I will have to dig footage up because they did it before the game. And I did get there before the game, but it was not – it was spaced. It was a little bit before I even got there. And again, I was early. So I know Pitchfork Lunchers were like, what? But yeah, so it was senior night, but Thompson gets a goal. So she's got 5 to lead the team. And then Sierra Bergen has 3. And then there is a plethora of players that have 2 amongst them. Obviously, the aforementioned Cam Valladares, as Cameron has 2, as does Addison Baltadano, Peyton Marcis, Izzy Monick. They all have 2. So, yeah, that in and of itself, again, and like I said, Valladares leads the team in assists. So, but yes, without further ado, let's hear from Coach Winkworth post-game. Again, after beating UTEP 4-1, improving to 7-0-1, so not losing in non-conference play. And listen to the goal part, too, about goals for and goals against that he talks about.
Cool, what we got then?
All right, Coach, so coming into today, you guys hadn't scored an open play goal in 3 games. How does it feel today to have broken that record? Broken that streak?
Yeah, pleased. I mean, we've created lots of chances, and to be honest, we probably should have scored 4 or 5 and ended the game in the first half. I thought we were really good in the first half. Second half, we weren't as good, but we managed to score the goals. It's weird the way the game works sometimes. I thought we were better first half and we're 1-0 than we were when we were 3-1 in the second half. So, but delighted to score some open play goals because, yeah, we were literally going to rename ASU Set Piece University.
How did you feel? It seemed like in the first half too. I mean, and it's been building up in these games, but just like even when teams have gained possession, but just like your midfield pressure, and the defense in the midfield, the pressure that they were setting during the game.
I tell the players they've all got different superpowers. Like we've got Ella Kettles, and she's got a superpower of counter pressing. Like she's everywhere. She's like an annoying little gnat, I call her, but she's amazing. I love her to pieces, and she was wearing a pinny in practice yesterday, and I told her that she needed to make it into a cape because she runs around like Superwoman, and that's her game. She's so good at it, and the others are as well. But that's Ketz's superpower. So you're not going to see that on the box score, but we're not going to have this sort of box score without that sort of superpower. So yeah, it's wonderful to see midfield players working that hard.
Undefeated so far, undefeated through your non-conference schedule. Only the third time in program history that that's been done. Is it a different vibe than last year? Because I know you guys did it last year too.
Yeah, it's not. They don't really know it too much. I might have reminded them that we've not lost a non-conference game against anybody since Texas Tech in just over 2 years ago, and we've not lost to a non-Power 4 team since New Hampshire, which ruined our season in 2018, a little over 7 years ago. So I told them this can't happen on senior night, sometimes the girls like to make it entertaining. So the second half we conceded an early goal, but no, we responded really well. So no, delighted to have an undefeated non-conference, but I'd rather have an undefeated conference. So again, it's BYU's the whole focus now, and they're an incredible team, so we've got a lot to look forward to.
Can you talk about the build-up and the fourth goal?
Yes, we work heavily to create numbers up situations, and Cam did a great job getting into the end line. And then one thing that I've been frustrated with a lot so far this season is we get into such wonderful positions, and then either somebody's not there to finish, or the final ball's not there for quality. And for one wide player to find the other wide player, it was like watching Manchester City when they're at their best. That's why I'm a follow them anyway, even if I don't quite believe that.
This win, this is the best start for the program since 2000 to a season. What does that mean to you guys? How do you think this group has gotten yourselves to this point, and then what's the mentality you're getting?
Well, I told them at halftime, I said over half this roster wasn't on this roster this time last year, and so the fact that I feel that they've done so well together. They literally met each other two months ago, most of them, and so to come together and build this sort of chemistry, you see the smiles. It's not, winning's great, but I see these smiles every day when we don't win a game, and it's just at practice, and you'll see the likes of May Farrell just being goofy and having fun, and just everyone supporting one another. And I said it last week, the players over there are genuinely happy for the players on the pitch. Now, sometimes you look over at the bench, and if you had a bench camera on the team, and you look down some benches, and it's like all sulky because they're not on the field. This team are genuinely happy for one another. Everybody wants to play, but they want their friends and their sisters to do just as well. And that, I don't know how we've managed to create that, but I love it.
The team celebrated 30 years tonight. What does it mean to be a part of history?
Yeah, some wonderful people over there. It was cool. Like, we created a little fun section for our alumni tonight to see so many of them come back and support the team, and for us to be able to honour them at halftime. Yeah, and then Callie, for example, is also going to be a part of the ASU Athletic Hall of Fame as well. It's just so nice seeing them come back and support the team. Some of them were here many years ago, some of them were here last year, and it was just incredible to see them and for them to be a part of our senior day. I love the fact that we combined alumni and senior day together, because I have no idea what the attendance was today, but there was a lot of students there was friends and family there was alumni there, and it just felt like what I want our college soccer program to look like on a Friday night. And so thankful for everybody that showed up, even you guys, there's 5 times as many today, so I love it. Brilliant, keep coming.
To comment on the attendance, how does it feel, especially on senior night with such a big occasion, to have such a momentous?
It's amazing. We want to double it next time. We got BYU next week. We want to have more maroon and gold than there is blue and white, because they're going to bring a lot of fans, I'm sure. There's a big Mormon community in Gilbert, in this area, and they're going to support their team, and I respect that, but we've got to support ours as well. So we're going to have a wonderful night on Thursday night, play a very, very talented BYU team, and it's going to be fun. We came here to play those types of teams, so these girls will be excited and they'll be ready, and it's going to be a good night.
Did you want to have senior this early just to sort of try that out and see how it works compared to the end of the season?
Yeah, because we've often done the senior presentation now and everybody's gone. Mm-hmm. So I thought there might be more fans to do it at the beginning of the game. Now, we've done it at the beginning of the game when I first came here years ago, and it was often the last game of the season, which is often Arizona. And the focus wasn't on the game, and we're 1-0 down inside 5 minutes and lose the game 1-0. And I'm like, we don't want that, when we've got conference play. So the other piece to it was that the conference has they've wonderfully given us 5 straight weekends on the road. And I'm like, well, we've got so many players from all over this country and all over the world. If their friends and family come and visit, and we play a home game and senior day, but then we're playing an away game in Iowa or somewhere, they've got to travel. And I'm like, they don't want to fly all the way from wherever they've come from to fly to Iowa. They want to come in here and be a part of Tempe, Arizona, which is why their daughters chose here. So no disrespect to Iowa, but they love Tempe. I'm not going to say anything about West Virginia or Iowa. I'm not going to stress that. Everywhere's wonderful.
Coach, how
Tempe's better.
How have seniors like Cameron Valadares and Tatum Thompson stepped up in the absence of Kiara Blundell?
Yeah, done a great job. I think we've done a great job sharing the load of goals this season. Like, obviously KB scored a bunch of goals for us last season, and hopefully by the end of the season she'll be back doing the same thing. But right now, Cam's scoring goals, Tatum's scoring goals, Ali's scoring goals, Sierra's scoring goals, Faz is, when defenders are stepping up and adding goals, we're able to share the love, and then one day, hopefully, we'll be able to add KB back to the group as well, and we'll have it'll be like having a new player. But right now, the girls are doing a wonderful job stepping up in her absence.
Tell me a little bit about the momentum going down the wing, because it seemed like a real important thing you guys were pushing, especially with Cameron Valadares, as she was trying to take defenders on pretty much the whole 90 minutes.
I keep telling her that her superpower is a dribble and getting on the ball and having to go and scaring people, winning corner kicks like that, so we can score from them, and then creating and scoring goals for herself. She scored a lovely goal coming in off the wing in the first half, and then she set one up in the second half. Okay, what a great game she's had on senior night. So super proud of her, and just glad that she finally saw the light and left that place down south to come here.
How important was this win going into conference play against BYU? How important was it to get this win in your final non-conference game as you head into conference play next week?
Really, really important for so many reasons. Important to have the momentum, but also important from an RPI standpoint when we're thinking about when we get towards the end of the season and we start looking at national rankings and things like that. We need all these teams that we've been playing to win more. We need them to go and But we've played some teams. When we schedule the likes of Pepperdine, the likes of Texas State, the likes of Denver, the likes of Texas, we're expecting them to have winning seasons, and so we've got to go and now hope that they do their job in their conference play. And we played them, and we think that the likes of Pepperdine were class out there, so we expect them to win a lot of this season, and that will help us.
Last year, an area of improvement for you guys was not just finishing, but creating those opportunities in the first place. Today, it felt like you guys were under pressure, creating those opportunities consistently. How has that dynamic changed over the past 2 months, and how much of a benefit has that been to the team?
Yeah, it's wonderful that we're creating those types of goal-scoring chances. It's something that we didn't really do last season. Like KB, poor girl sitting over there like, where was this last season? I would have loved this, but so she'll get the opportunity hopefully in the near future. But it's most importantly we're creating the chances. Next job is finishing them. So second half we did that. First half I thought we created even more. No, not really. I mean, we've got a. I think that was unless I'm mistaken, I think that was the first goal we've conceded in open play this season. So, I mean, I'm frustrated that I want to stop doing that, for example, but at the same time, 1 goal in 8 games from open play isn't a terrible ratio. So no, just stay together. We're going to face adversity. Every team loses at some point, so we're going to face adversity on the field at some point this season, and we just got to make sure that we remain together through those moments because, again, they're wonderful girls.
Is there any expectation of when KB will be back?
Not yet, no. I'm begging the doctors every day, but no, because it's not just a case of getting her back cleared, we've then got to get her fit because she's not kicked a ball in 6 months. So, but it would be nice to get her back because then we can rotate a little differently and Sierra can have a break. And even if she's not back for crazy minutes, at least she can give Sierra a break in the 9 because we're having to play non-9s as 9s, and that takes away from other positions. Cool, thanks.
See them change.
feel? You had a pretty good game senior night.
Thank you. It feels great. I mean, I'm always happy to get a win here at home, and senior night just makes it that much more special. So I was happy with my performance and the team's performance, and that's really good momentum going into BYU.
And talking about the final goal, and really the entire game, you were putting pressure down the sideline. Coach was talking about getting down the end line and creating those finishing opportunities for you. How have you been able to create that coming from last year to this year, when you're kind of taking over that responsibility as the top offensive weapon of the season?
Yeah, I mean, last year I was still very direct, like wanting to make a lot of offense, but this year I feel like Graham's had me a lot more focused on 1v1s in the wide areas, which I love. I loved going in a 1v1, taking people on, and so I'm happy about that. I feel like we're really able to showcase the speed that we have in the wide areas this year, and it's always nice when girls are at the back post to get on the back of those crosses. I feel like that's something we were kind of missing last year, and so I'm happy to have it, and then if they start reading it, I can cut in and take it myself, so yeah.
So for first goal of the night, and then the last assist of the night, was that your plan for senior night?
I mean, I'd like to say yes. I was coming in wanting to score, wanting to make an impact, but you never could tell like what ball is going to get finished and like how the game's going to go, but I came in knowing I wanted to score. I haven't scored at home yet this season, so I was pretty determined about that, happy to get that in the first half, and then the team really picked up the momentum in the second half.
And I asked Coach too, I mean, did this game feel like, I mean, it's been building up, not that you haven't been, but like, obviously for you on the wing, you know, getting balls sent down to you, but like just in the midfield, even when UTEP gained possession, that the midfield pressure and just even the defense pressure was just taken away. I don't want to say easily, but like they were really on top of their game tonight.
Yeah, I think that our midfield has been great. Graham describes it as like resting defense, so we have the ability to go 1v1 so much because if we do happen to lose it, our midfielders are really good about being in the right areas to pick the ball up. So that's nice for me as a forward, knowing that I can take people on as much as I want. My team's got my back to pick it up if something goes wrong, but I think we were pretty successful in the wide areas tonight, so but I'm happy to have the midfielders that we do.
On this final goal, were you looking for Addison?
I was. I saw Sierra. It seemed like she kind of had a lot of pressure on her. If I play the front post too often, Fergie's got a couple players on her, so I saw Addie filling at that back post, and I was happy she finished it off. Thank you.
How does it feel to just be a part of history, right? On ASU 30th year anniversary, senior night, and then just what was going through, you know, emotions wise?
Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of emotions recently. Graham's had his 250th win the other day, and then we have senior night and all the alumni here. We've got a lot of girls that played with us on this team last year, so it's good vibes all around having the girls here, and this team's really close and has a lot of chemistry, so I feel like it's a perfect team to have this kind of year with all these big moments, and I just hope we can keep it going.
How prepared do you think you are now as a team going into Big 12 play?
I'm pretty prepared, and I think the team does too. I think we've had our best start since 2000, someone was telling me, so that's a really exciting thing to know. I feel like we're coming together really well. Our defenders are scoring off our corner kicks. We're scoring off of our offense. We're not really letting too many goals in. I think that was our first goal in open play, so I think different parts of the team have been coming together really well, and I'm excited to start with BYU. I think there's going to be a lot of people here, and we've had pretty good turnout so far this season, so I think you've got a lot of momentum going in.
You guys have left a lot in the first half, not really converting as much as you want to, and then it kind of switched in the second half. What was the mentality?
I think the mentality going in was that we needed to finish the game off because 1-0 is not a safe lead at all. And so coming into the second half, it seemed like we came out a little bit slow, but we've come into a couple of different games up 1-0. So I think the team knows that like if something happens, we'll come back. Like we've been able to score a lot of goals so far this season. So I think it's really nice to have that sense of like something happens, the team will be okay, and we'll still pull it out in the end like we did.
Have you thought of playing after you start?
I've thought about it. Graham is kind of the one that would help me with that because he has so many international connections and we have so many international girls on the team. So it's definitely something that I'd hopefully have the opportunity to do, but the priority right now is definitely this season, and if it goes well, then hopefully that opens the door for me later.
Graham's talked a lot about how everybody on the team has a superpower. What's his superpower?
Oh gosh. I think Graham's, in my opinion, is that I feel like I can trust him. It's really important for me to have a coach that I feel like if he's giving me information, it's because he wants the best for me. And I like to do my own thing, but if he's telling me something really specific, like we have that trust that I can like be like, okay, what Graham is saying I should probably do. He's wanted me really wide. I don't always love being pinned on the sideline, but I mean, it's working. Girls are finishing the crosses, so I'm happy to get the assists. And he trusts me and I trust him, so yeah.
So there you have it. Coach Winkworth and Cameron Valadares talking there. And the superpowers, and like I told you, I teased it, but he said her superpower was seeing the light and leaving that school down south to come up here, which she did last season. But yeah, senior night again, celebrating her. Also Tatum Thomason, who we'll hear from shortly as well. But she went to Liberty High School, and she was up at UW, and she transferred back home, coming to ASU, and yeah, it's interesting because there's a few old Pac-12 schools that are on the transfer list, like Peyton Marcise, the midfielder, transferred from UCLA. Like I said, Thomason from UW, and then Cam Valladares, obviously coming from the school down south, like I said last season, as you guys know. But yeah, like Cam was talking about right there too, and even Coach saying like the midfield. That's why I asked him that, because again, you turn the ball over, or they're sending the ball down, whether it be in a goal kick or goal kick set piece. By the way, UTEP's goalie, oh my goodness, you talk about a cannon for a foot. I mean, she just every time just had that perfect thud, like when you're golfing. For you golfers, you get that perfect like ping off your club. Well, yeah, that UTEP goalie though we were talking about, just huge. But yeah, like Cam said, I mean, she is a lot of times like way out wide and mostly playing the right side. And some substitutions came in the first half before Cam went out, and the actual coach pushed her from the right side and coming out left side. You saw on her goal that I played earlier, the first goal of the game, as you guys know. Here, I'll show it to you again for those listening, but I'll describe it. Yeah. So. All right, so she gets the ball on the right wing, and she cuts it back in, gets into 18, and leaves it, has enough space, puts it in, and yeah, absolutely awesome. And again, for those of you, watching, but yeah, I mean, look how she comes in. You'll appreciate this. She comes in the 18, cuts it, makes a move on the defender, gives herself space, and then her left foot's her outside foot, and keeps the ball on the ground, doesn't try to lift it, and has enough pace on it to get it by the UTEP goalie, as you guys will see right here. But yeah, look at that cutback, and she's got space on the defender defending her. And the goalie all that is love it. But yeah, I mean, what a shot there. And again, just the move that she made to the move again, able to make in space, and she gets out. And they hit the crossbar actually about a minute before that, and that should have been the first goal. That's one of them I know Coach Winkworth was talking about, because yeah, he but yeah, I mean, and again, UTEP actually tied it up in the second half, but then after that, the Devils again controlled possession and were able to keep it going. So yes, but let's hear from Tatum Thompson again, the senior from Peoria, again transferred in from UW but went to Liberty High School. But yeah, here's Thompson after the game again, talking about finishing up Big 12 play or non-conference play, headed into Big 12 play, her game, getting another goal, all that phenomenal stuff. Here is the super senior.
Just in general.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I've got 30 family members standing behind me. Like, I literally can't beat it. This has been my favorite season, and I've only been here. It's only a month and a half into the season. It literally can't be beat, so it's great.
Also, on your goal, I have to admit, I had to bite my tongue a little bit because I thought you should have shot right away, but then you turned around and shut me up by spinning in and putting that goal in off the move. And what was going through your mind?
I was like, just keep dribbling. Either they're going to foul you or you're going to find a shot, so just keep dribbling. And then I kind of just like hit it, honestly. It just went in, so yeah, that's it.
As you said, you have about 30 family members here and friends supporting you. How did it feel to have that support here on senior night?
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. My family, like immediate family, my parents tried to come to as many games as they could when I wasn't here, but it's just totally different having like my entire family here. It's just, the support has just been so awesome.
To have the kind of goal scoring success you've had so far, I know a couple of those were penalty kicks, but still, how does that just lend itself toward what's going to happen in Big 12 play, the confidence and all that?
Yeah, I think it's momentum. We just keep building every single game. We're scoring a lot of goals and we're not allowing any goals hardly. So just keep building our confidence as a team, knowing how great of goals we can score, either if it's penalty kicks or great build-ups like we had on Addie's goal too. So it's just, honestly, just keep building momentum, confidence going into Big 12 play, knowing we can do that against the really good teams as well.
And then how do you feel, I mean, I know tonight, asking Graham, I know it's been building up and the midfield's been playing well, but just the pressure the midfield was able to put on and, I mean, get the ball back right away, or like even if they did take some shots in the first half, I mean, they were from distance, they weren't really challenging shots, but I mean, how do you just feel the midfield has like played tonight and just has grown so far this season?
I think our midfield is like the perfect combination of three totally different players. Like Ella Kettles is unbelievable, just running around, intercepting balls, like just an absolute workhorse. She covers so much ground, and she's a defensive workhorse. And then Peyton, she's got three players around her, and then all of a sudden she's gone. So it's just the perfect combination of three players that just work really well together. So it's really good.
Senior season, you're making history. This is the program's best season since 2000's best start to a season. What's the mentality just coming off of that? How does that lend itself to just going into Big 12 play, and what potential do you think you guys have when you're at your best?
Oh my gosh, we can beat anybody. Like, we can beat anybody that we line up in front of, and this team is like nothing I've ever experienced as far as like the way that we genuinely love and enjoy each other off the field too, and I think that has a big part of how we come and play every single game.
There was a pretty good student turnout tonight. What does it mean for you guys to get this type of support from the student body?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, even just like within the student athlete community too, everyone loves to go support each other. So that's just been something really awesome, like seeing the students come out to the games and making us want to go support other teams too. It's just been awesome.
This year you guys have been defensively very impressive, but in the first half you guys were struggling to put goals into the net.
Yeah.
What is something that you guys are looking forward to kind of fixing up on?
Yeah, I mean, we went into the locker room and we were proud of ourselves because we were like, oh my gosh, we're creating so many chances and now we just really got to finish them. We knew if we were going to score goals in the second half, it was just a matter of putting away all the opportunities that we were getting. We had the ball so much, it was just like, hey, just put them away. And then the second half we came out and we did that.
And do you think that mentality is going to stick with you as you go into conference play, or do you think?
Oh yeah. We're putting away so many goals. We have so much confidence. Let's just keep rolling.
How does it feel to just be a part of history with the 30th year and senior night? Just how does that feel for you?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, you really can't beat it. Great crowd on senior night. History being made. We're unbeaten. Knock on wood. But it's just a great feeling to be a part of this team, and I really enjoy being part of it.
Did you know about Callie when you were growing up?
Callie Ferguson?
Callie Ferguson,
yeah.
And then to have her back and now going into the Hall of Fame and all that.
Yeah, she's an awesome person. I did a few things with her over the summer, just like with our mutual training people we use. And so her and I have developed actually kind of a really good relationship, and we'll text back and forth, and so she's awesome. Love her.
And there she is, Tatum Thomason, wrapping it up. And like she said, I mean, ton of family. Obviously, being a local kid, cool senior night, and just they when she touches the ball, you can definitely hear her peeps, her clan, I guess you could say, cheering for her. But absolutely awesome. And they are a little bit loud, but of course we want that. So. But yeah, just love the way she's playing. Again, like Coach said, Kiera Blundell's still injured, and that's a goal scorer that that's a forward, that's a striker that can score from up front, obviously. But yeah, putting even more pressure on the defense. So yeah. But look, this team again, 7-0-1, undefeated in non-conference play. Had the one draw, and. Yeah, that's about it. Had the one draw, and they got BYU coming in, so it'll be fun. We'll talk more about it. Again, we'll get into the matchup. Let you know how BYU's doing as we get closer to game day on Thursday. Like I told you, Thursday. And then tomorrow we'll talk a little more football. We'll hear from Keith Abney tomorrow, the corner, who again, Keith Abney Jr., who caused a fumble Saturday night. Sorry, could have caused one Friday too in practice and walk through hill. Caused a fumble Saturday night, and it was recovered by Miles Ghost Rouser. We'll hear from him about that. This is where the defense at, getting ready for Baylor. All that good stuff. So we shall hear from Keith Abney tomorrow, along with Keyshawn Elliott, linebacker, who again just phenomenal. They played so fast the other night. Like, it was disciplined, but it was fast, and it was just preparation, right spots, like absolutely awesome. So we'll get to that. We'll get to more volleyball tomorrow too. Obviously, the Sun Devil Classic this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Pepperdine, Grand Canyon, and Milwaukee. So all this weekend for the 6-2 and 8th ranked Sun Devils, who look to defend the home court. They love playing here, so get on out to Desert Financial Arena. But like I said, that will do it for me for this week's Taco Tuesday edition, Spicy Taco Tuesday edition of Pitchfork Lunch. Again, at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. You got any questions, want to hit me up, thoughts, anything you might think I'm missing, somebody hit me up, man. Seriously, not a problem. Not a problem to hit me up, because there's something I could be missing. You never know. But so I'll see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And yes, it is thank you to reigning Big 12 champs, women's volleyball, who again opens the Sun Devil Classic this weekend, reminding me it is #OurState. So that school down south knows for a fact. And it is our state. And as always, yes, you guys know it. Go Devils. But as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call. Through play fake. Funnel will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. 11 switches to Scatterboom. Scatterboom breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Scatterboom is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Revenge on this team this year. That is true. High in the air, right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Drag walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her 3 right on the money.
his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter.